Ready? 7 seconds. So what I'm hoping to do is help change your mindset about how to go about quote-unquote winning matches or just improving. Most players come out because it's instinctive. It's just what we see with our eyeballs. It's what we were taught as beginners. But as you get better and better, the script kind of flips. Most players believe that you're going to win matches in tournaments with shots. We don't win tournaments, especially with the shots we hit. Right? Sounds bonkers. We got to hit shots. But instead we win. Another crack. Instead of winning shots, instead of winning matches in tournaments with the shots we hit, I want to help you change your mindset to winning the matches with the puzzle you solve. It's a puzzle out here, regardless of do I hit thirds, do I drive, do I dink, do I fire, do I counter, do I like all of those are important. And obviously we can't sit back and win a match on the sideline. We have to hit shots. But the beautiful thing about this game that I think we're all addicted to, whether we know that we're addicted to this or not, is the puzzle. Right? And as we advance in our levels, the puzzle gets more complicated. It gets a little bit more detailed, right? Like when we're with our 4-year-old kid, the puzzle is a number, got it, and as we get better, the puzzle gets huge, right? And it gets more complicated, and it looks the same. Puzzle out here, if these two are playing together, and Shannon and I are playing together, the puzzle might be this, right? We're trying to figure that. They might switch and counter and try to figure out our puzzle, what works, what doesn't work. And then the very next match, these two might play together and the puzzle might be completely different, right? And it might change from literally 3 points ago, 3 points now, the puzzle has changed. So instead of focusing on the shot you hit, because I hear it all the time, should I drive or should I drop? Should I attack or should I reset? The answer to that question, and a player you're playing with, an advanced player, or a coach in your clinic, if they don't answer it with these 2 words, think twice about taking the advice, because no matter what they ask you, the answer should always be,
it depends.
No matter what. It depends. So then what does it depend on? It depends on the information that we are acquiring from our opponents. And when we walk out, I've been working on this shot. I gotta make sure, and I gotta try not to. That's great for practice if you're working in rec and you're really working on something specific. But in stressful matches and definitely tournaments, your first focus should be them. What do they like? What do they not like? Forehand, back. Do they attack off the drop? Do they attack off, like, everything? It's infinite. So instead of thinking what we should hit, I want to help implement and change your DNA out here to why. Everything should be about why. Should I drop? I don't know. Why? Tell me why. Should I drive? I have no idea. Why? Tell me why. Everything should be about why. And when you start asking yourself and your partner that question, it's amazing the clarity that comes in to that answer, right? Because if you don't know why, how can you figure out, because I'm gonna make a drive, I'm gonna make a drive, I'm gonna dink, and I'm gonna attack. Which one should I do? I have no idea until I ask why. She likes this, she doesn't like this, I wanna do this. And so that's kind of the foundation of all of these clinics and the lessons that we do, right? And today we're gonna focus on a specific topic, but no matter what topic we focused on, it's always going to be about why, and then the puzzle behind that. And that will never end. If you're a 2-0 or you're a 7-0, that will never end. So today specifically, what we've been working on, as you can see on, if you watch a lot of the players, the pros, and if you've taken a peek back in the past, and I've talked about this a million times, I'm gonna keep talking about it. The game's changed, right? It's no longer drop everything and dink everything and wait. Yes, you have to be able to do that. Yes, you might even want to do that based on the puzzle, but the game is speeding up. The paddles are changing. These balls will be obsolete in 5 years. We won't be playing them with the Dura. There will be something harder, quicker, that lasts longer. Everything is going to speed up. You'll always need to drop because of the rules, and you'll always need to dink. But if you watch Simone now, if you watch even Matt Wright, who was like old, everybody's firing. Everybody's coming earlier than you normally thought that you, like we would never fire a ball from here 3 years. It's like Simone would slap you in the face if you did this in her clinic. And now you see her flip, she's firing because she has to. So we've been talking about attacking a lot, attacking early. Now I want to focus on the counter attack, right? Not the reset, not the block. Yes, you have to do those. But I want you thinking about resets from here I want you to constantly be thinking about counterattack from here. Because it sends a message. If Tracy's coming at me and she's firing at me and I'm constantly just resetting only, I might get a couple down. There's zero stress. She never has to worry about getting hit. I'm gonna reset a couple, and I'm gonna pop one up. If she just goes boom, boom, she's gonna get a pop. Instead, if she fires at me and I figure out the puzzle and I start paying attention, first couple might get me. I don't know much about her, but after the third one, it's locked. I know. Hey, by the way, hit here. She's gonna fire, and then what I want is to counterattack and shove that attack down her throat because it sends a message. It's not coming here. You're gonna have to go somewhere else, not here. And don't do that. Or you can do that. But it sends a message, right? So counterattacking is not just, let's get into the specifics and then I'll move you over to your court. It's not just hitting the ball back. There's a strategy. The strategy starts with when is she firing, and where is she firing? So is she firing off the bounce with her forehand? Is she firing out of the air with her backhand? And then where? Because in order for me to counterattack consistently and accurately, I have to have those answers. We're 14 feet apart. And if I'm reaching in here, you're less than 14. You have no time. You have no time. So you need to get a head start. I know, here it comes. Here. And you see, you go watch Lucy Kovalova, right? Never, ever, ever, ever will she reset. Ever. Here comes the fire from Ben. She steps to the right, Matt comes over, and she is going to slam that ball down your throat. Jesse the same way. Weinbach the same way. Matt Wright the same way. But it's not just because our hands are fast. Y'all hands are fast. Are you paying attention? If you pay attention, then you can get that counter you want. Okay? What counter should you hit? Should it be a 1-E where you're locked in and boom? Should it be a slide to the right and hit your 2-E? Should it be Elon or Jeff Warnick, Jeff's top 5 player? Should it be move here and slap, slap? I don't care. I just want it to be yours. I don't want it to be because you saw her do it. I want it to be yours. And we want to figure out, you individually want to figure out, are you faster locked in Weinbach? Or are you faster with 2 hands because you came from tennis or whatever, where you're sliding and you're countering with 2? I prefer that much more because I'm faster with my lefty than I am here. I'm looking to do this as much as possible. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to first drill, then we're going to play points, then we're going to play games and compete. But it's all under the umbrella of trying to figure out the fire and counterattack puzzle.
Okay.
Anybody questions? Thank you.
So are we then trying to bait our opponent to start the fire so that we get to part of the puzzle?
Awesome question. What's the answer?
Yes. It depends.
No, it depends. For you, yes. So that's an awesome question, and that's happening a lot more these days. The answer has to be about your hands. Right? When Weinbach, my partner, and I play, his hands are lightning. My hands are pretty quick. So I tell him, I don't want to dink 100 in a row. That's stupidity. I'm going to bait. Be ready. I'm going to bait. When they fire, they're coming at you. You slam it down. Right? So the answer is totally dependent on how fast your hands are and how fast your partner's hands are. Because when we're dinking, the majority of the time, we're dinking cross-court majority. When they fire, majority it's coming at your partner. So if your partner has slow hands, no. If you have fast hands and you want to bait, dink down the line. And dink to shins. Don't dink all the time to make it drop. It's hard to fire if you want them to fire. It's hard for them to fire if you hit a great dink. Right? Don't hit a good dink. Yes, hit dinks. Of course, hit great dinks. But if our puzzle is, I want to fire first, or I want them to come at me because I want a hand paddle, dink higher. It's very difficult for them to resist this ball. Okay, so the answer is it depends. Okay?
And then when you counter fire, is it mainly going to be a counter fire, like a combo? So counter fire, and then you're ready for...
It's always a 1-2, 1-2-3 mindset. It's never a 1, ever. When I'm firing, never a 1. The ball's coming back. It's always a 1, 2, sometimes 3, 4. Always a counter, here comes finish. For both of us too, right? When you counter, just go right back at the person that's firing. Don't get fancy. Don't go right. Go right back. Okay? So the puzzle. that side is going to be attacking today for now. This side is going to be countering. We're gonna both be up at the line. We're gonna do one, here, let's go. You and I. Get your pal, let's go. So it's gonna look like this. I don't want her, this is not, I don't believe in cooperative drilling unless you're just warming up. I want you to win the point. She's attacking and I'm looking to counter, okay? If I pop up, if she's the dinker but I pop up, go ahead and finish. If I make it terrible, just slam, okay? You're looking to attack. I'm looking to figure out when you attack. I'm gonna rotate, okay? So that gives me, okay, so that's a little bit of the puzzle. Forehand off the bounce, maybe. Okay, so I figured out that puzzle. I think she likes to fire off the bounce. I'm gonna look for that. Let's see if she likes to fire out off the bounce on her backhand. When you figure out what she likes to do in your head, in your partner's head, game's over. That's a huge part. You're not gonna win these level that you're at, tournaments, just with dinking. You're gonna have to cause some chaos, right? Give them a ball that they fire? No. Start firing at them? No. You're not gonna win by hitting 800 dinks in a row at this level. 3-0, yeah, not here. And not at the level you all wanna be here, or wanna go to. Okay? So that side, yes. How dare you ask a question? So, yeah, is there a sequence to determine? I start looking in warm-up, start paying attention in walls. I'll start before we even get on the court. If I can scout, I'll start taking note. That's a great question. In the beginning, I want to hit a bunch of shots. I've never lost a match at 2-all. Who cares? When was the last time you lost a match at love 4? Who cares? We have till 11 and we have 2 out of 3 games, right? So I want to hit a bunch of shots. I want to hit drops to her, drops to him, drives to him, them. I want to hit a bunch of shots the first 4 or 5 points to assess. Because when 7 comes, I want an answer. Am I firing? Reset it. Dropping, thinking, her. So 7 points-ish. Again, it depends, right? If you see somebody that's super weak in a specific area, that just go. If you see, oh shit, terrible thing, backhand. We're good. That's our spot, and let's go until she changes. Again, the answer, it depends. And we want to search, keep searching. So today is just about counter-attacking. That's our little hub. And attacking, right? Attack my spots, counter-attack. So again, let's go. That side is the attacker. This side is the counter-attacking. And this, by the way, will be the last time we stop and talk this long. We're going to keep moving. That side, this side's counter-attacking. A couple cooperative things at first, and then try to win the point live.